Welcome to Walking with Jesus Bible Study. We're going to be in the book of Psalms, chapter 95, verse 1. O come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. And I'm going to repeat that. O come, let us sing unto the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Rejoice and praise. These are not strict duties or obligations for believers, but rather something that ought to spring up naturally from one's spirit. The deeper you enter to God's embrace, so for all ye faithful, we shall sing. We shall give praises. Worship him, for he is worthy to be praised. You know, if we could only we can't, first of all, we just can't even fathom God's intelligence, or even fathom just how many blessings he does pour out on us daily. Because we're so blinded by greed and money and silly wants that we can't even see the true blessings that he gives us each and every day. The blessings he gives us is more than just waking up in the morning, more than just the air that we breathe. It's every little detail that he puts into our lives, everybody's lives. You walking into that room, you go in here, you go in there, you doing this, you doing that. Every single thing, every word you say, every place you go, every person you talk to, whether you know them or not, every encounter that you happen to do is all of God's blessings. We are blessed in so many ways that we can't even count. But yet we want to strive and say, oh, we need to see this type of blessing, that kind of blessing. But we're not even thankful for the very small blessings, which is small by no means. So we should all be like those angels that he has that stand beside him and just sing holy, 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 non-stop 24 hours. We should be sitting at his feet, giving thanks for who he is, for what he has done, and for what he continues to keep pouring out on us, which is his love. The compassion that he has for us is greatly to be praised. The life that we live, the things that he has planned out for us, the lessons that he has us to learn so that we can be who he would love for us to be. If we are just to seek his will and to live the life that he has planned for us, what a marvelous world this would have been. But none of us, sadly, don't seek the will of God. We're too busy wanting to live our life and to do the things that we wish or that we think we should be doing. And God has a purpose for everybody. And there is no such thing as a purpose being too small. Not everybody needs to be out there being this grand preacher, being this grand this and this grand that. Some of us just need to be right where we are. We're in the right place, doing the right things. Because everybody needs to be reached. And he needs people everywhere in all walks of life and in all types of places. We all can't be sitting up there on that pulpit. If there was, there would be nobody in the congregation. Who is going to reach the people? Who's going to be there at that moment when someone needs to be or at that laundromat and that one person happens to be there and says the right things and shares a little bit of Jesus into that person's life. And you don't even have to share Jesus, just that kindness. When we act in kindness and when we do things in love, especially when we do those things for complete strangers. We're spreading God without even realizing it. That little bit of kindness, those people are going to begin to see when they're at the lowest or when they're coming to the black. Oh, that was God. God put that upon them to do that. Every grain of sand matters. Every hair on your head matters. Take a few away and you just might be a little bit too bald. Too thinning. Everything matters. It matters every word that you speak. So be careful what you say and how you react to things, how you react to people, how you react to situations. Then it really does matter. That's why it says in the scriptures that your words are powerful. They speak life and they speak death. You could have been around somebody that was just had enough of this world. And they just, just couldn't take any more. And it was the lowest part of their life, and they're out there and just walking about, and because they're so low, they had their head hanging so low. Just can't believe and cannot believe their life and that this is the life that they're living. Shame, guilt, no love, just hatred for themselves because of the things that happened in their lifetime. And they're sitting there walking on the street and their head's just hanging low. And they're not paying attention to where they're walking. And then they bump into you. And then instead of being kind and it's like, oh, sorry, you want to say, oh, gosh, why you little and blah, blah, blah. Can't you just watch where you're going? You worthless, blah, blah, blah. And that right there was the last straw. Put the nail in the coffin. Because while they was at their lowest, some words just added to what they was already thinking, added to what they was already feeling. And they go and take their life because they just had somebody else that just confirmed that their life was useless and worthless. When you could have just been like, oh no, it's okay. It's not your fault because I should have seen you coming too. So it's not your fault. You're okay. God bless. Don't fret yourself. I should have been paying attention too. Don't worry. God loves you. Thank you for making me aware that I need to pay more attention. It's all in how you choose the words you say in certain things and how it can affect. Because in saying something like that, that person could have left and said, wow, they wasn't even mad and it was totally my fault. I wasn't looking where I was going. And they told me that God loves me. He is listening to me. He does hear me. He does love me. I am somebody. I am worth something. So it really does matter what you say. And this is why we should be giving praise all the time to God. Thanking Him for everything that He has done. And what He continues to keep doing for us. The love that He keeps pouring out on us. We should all be grateful every second of every day. To not even just to give Him praise, but to remind ourselves just how grateful we should be.